All right, welcome into another daily Japanese study video where I study Japanese every single day and I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today, it is still Golden Week, so there's not a new batch of NHK Newsweb Easy articles, but there was one that I missed and didn't notice, so we'll get this one as a pickup article. And then today, is Children's Day, and Yasashi Asahi Shinbun has what I'm assuming is a primer on what that means. So let's get into it and let's start reading. Okay, this guy's playing tennis, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be about tennis. Tennis no Nishikorike-san. Nishikorike. Okay, so this guy, Nishikorike-san, 今年で選手を辞める. So they're going to stop being a athlete this year. Oh, okay. How old are they? 36. Well, it says it right there. So, テニスの錦織圭さんが今年で選手を辞めると SNS に来ました。So, they wrote on social media that they are going to be stopping they're going to stop being an athlete. Okay, this year. 錦織選手は36歳です。Okay, so they are 36 years old, which for someone at a high level athletic competition, that can, depending on the actual sport, that can be fairly old, honestly. Like a gymnast. Most gymnasts are barely 16, it seems. Okay. 2014年の、全米。全米。Okay. Zenbei Open. Oh, it's the U.S. Open. Right. Right. I forgot that Zenbei was America. So Zenbei Open で、アジアの男子の選手で初めて決勝に出て準優勝しました。準優勝. I don't know what that is. Okay, so the 2014 U.S. Open, so at that, Asia no danshi no sensu de, so Asian male athletes, okay, of the Asian male athletes, 初めて決勝に出て, so 初めて is like our first time, 決勝, finals. Okay, so that's, I see. So, this was the first time there was an Asian male athlete in the finals of the U.S. Open in 2014. Okay. 準優勝しました. Okay, what is this? Finishing second. Oh, okay. Okay. Being the runner up. Okay.
準優勝
Yep, 準優勝. Okay, so we have 決勝 and 準優勝 here for our new words already. So let me click add here. And let's add this in. I'm actually surprised that we got some new words here. Let's do this. 決勝. 決勝. Yep. Yep, no, all written correctly. Oh, there it is, down there. Okay. So. Okay. Decision of a contest, i.e., the finals. Okay. Add that in there. And then we'll do our Junyusho. Okay. Junyusho. Junyusho. Yep, there we go. Junyusho. Why did I write yo? I wrote the English word you. Oh, my brain's not in this. Oh no. Oh no. Being the runner up, finishing second. Both of these are the same thing. Okay. Finishing second. So, he was in the 2014 U.S. Open. This was the first time that they had made it to the finals for a Asian male athlete, finishing second. Okay. この年の世界ランキングで日本の男子の選手で初めて10番以内に入りました。Okay, so, この年, this year, right? Okay, so この年の世界. So, this year's world ranking, 世界ランキングで日本の男子の選手, Japanese male athlete で初めて, so for the first time still, right? 初めて, nothing changed there. 初めて10番以内. So 10番 is our 10th thing. Then 以内 is like within. So our inside. So entered into the top 10 for the first time as a Japanese male athlete in the world rankings. That's pretty impressive, you know? That's really impressive. Okay. 次の年には世界で4番になりました。Wait. 次の年。この年の世界ランキング。So this year's world rankings. 次の年。次 is next. This is past tense. What? Okay, the thing that's confusing me is this reads as, to me, well, maybe I'm reading this wrong. 次の年, next year, right? 次の年には, as for in the next year, 世界で4番になりました。They became the fourth ranked one. I guess, is it one of those things where they put together the rankings fairly early, and we kind of know what next year's rankings are going to be? Maybe that's what's going on here? I don't know enough about tennis to know. Just for the sake of it, because that is a little weird to me that they're writing next year's. I'm throwing this in here just to kind of think it through here. That year began the first of the that year. Oh, right. Kono Toshi is not this year. Because yeah. Yeah. Alright. Because they're talking about 2014. And then this. So this year being the 2014 one that they're talking about. I bet you if I put all of this in, it would change that here. Yeah. At that year, because it's still that year. The fun. Okay. I see where I got my mistake in there. この年, this year, but this year is 2014 because they're talking about that specific year. Okay, I got it. That's a bit odd. Is that how that typically works? Where, because like you're talking about a subject. Why did that scroll? My hand's up here. You're talking about a subject, right? Do you use kono to describe that topic, even if it's not a topic that occurred right then? I don't know. How would I might have to look up some stuff on that one. Okay, let's see. Using tonal for topics after establishing them. Let's see if there's a is the post establishment. You establish the book as the topic. You can switch to kono home. Yeah, I think that's what we're working through right here is that type of thing, right? Because we've established the 2014 as our topic. So even though we think of kono as this, it's talking about that year of 2014. Okay. All right. Fair enough. So the next year, 2015, they became the fourth one. Okay. 2016年のリオデリオデジャネイロ Olympic. Oh, the Rio Olympics, right. Rio de Janeiro Olympic では銅メダルを取りました。銅 is bronze, right? Yeah, bronze medal. 銅メダル. So they took bronze. Okay. 錦織選手は寄り切りました。テニスをやってよかったです。最後の試合までしっかり戦います。と、SNS に出ます。Okay. So let's work through what their statement is here. Because the rest of it is wrote on social media and Nishikori-san, right, up here. So, 寄り切りました。やりきりました。Sorry, やりきりました。Yarikiri. I don't know that word. Yarikiru. Okay, so it is that kiru, but typically kana. To do to completion, to complete decisively. So he's like, I've completed. I've done everything that I want to do. I've completed my journey. That kind of idea on that. Okay. Yarikiru.
やりきる
Yeah. Okay. Yarikiru. I am absolutely ecstatic that we're getting this many new things that I was not expecting. Yarikiru. Okay. To complete decisively. So I very much have changed my tune about adding in things to Anki that I may or may not find important. Uh, because I think it's just better to throw as broad of a net for information. Because that just means that you'll have better conversations if you have a lot of things to pull from, right? I was always very much like, I only want to learn exactly what I need to know to have conversations. Well, in English, you never know where a conversation's going to go. And just like in Japanese, you won't know where a conversation's going to go, so you should have all the building blocks there. I've very much changed my tune from when I first started learning Japanese to, hey, let's learn everything, right? Okay. 最後の試合. 試合 is like a match, a contest, a game about. So 最後の試合. So the final match, essentially. The Saigo is end conclusion. Yeah, final. 最後の試合までしっかり戦います。Tatakai is like the battle, the fight, right? Yeah, to fight. Shikari. What's shikari? Shikari. Made is like our until so what does shikari mean? Let's see here. Shikari, tightly, firmly, securely. Oh, right. This is the Lee one. Fully, completely, reliably. It's like something has been done to the appropriate level of completion and not much more is how I've been trying to think about it, but that's a lot when your brain is trying to just like swap in an English word. So they so because yeah, no, made, yeah. So uh okay. I get what it's saying here. So 最後の試合までしっかり戦います. So they're saying that they've fought well until the final match. So they're saying, "Yep, I've done my best until the final match." Is how I'm taking this here. Okay. Well, here let's throw that in and just verify my thoughts there. So we actually strangely had a little bit of a grammar thing here. I give it my all. I'm glad I played tennis. I'll give it my all right up until the final match. Okay, yeah. Wait, I'm glad I played. Oh, I skipped an entire section of the sentence. My bad. Let's read that real quick here. テニスをやってよかったです. Okay, yeah. So よかった, good. Was good. Now we have yoi in past tense, e being good, so よかったです. Okay, so did tennis. Glad. They're glad they did tennis. So they're glad they played tennis. Okay. Awesome. So, what do we get from this article? New for, well, for me. All right. We had the idea to use kono for, even though I would translate it as that in this sentence, once you establish a topic, kono refers to that topic, even if that thing or the idea of that you're talking about is not here, right? So that's neat to know. We got Hesho here as finals and Junyusho as our runner-up second place. Both of them using the same sho there. That's good to know as well. Awesome. All right. Well, after that, we've got an article here on Yasashi Asahi Shinbun about Kodomo no Hi, our Children's Day. So, 5月5日は子供の日です. So, the 5th is Children's Day. Okay. Let's see. How long is this one? It's not that bad. We'll see how long it takes us to get through this. Okay. 5月5日火曜日は子供の日です. So they're saying that the 5th, which is Tuesday, was Children's Day. 子供の日は毎年5月5日の日本の祝日です. Okay, 祝日 is a holiday, national holiday, right? Shukujitsu. We got this on our last article about Golden Week, which, oh, that's control. Shift. Yes, national holiday, public holiday. So they say every year, the 5th of May, January, February, March, April, May. Yep, the 5th of May in Japan is a national holiday. 子供の日は子供の成長と健康を願う日です. Okay. This negao is like the same negao as in onegai. So is this just like request, desire? Oh, to desire, to wish, to request. Yeah, okay. Um, 成長と健康. I don't recognize these. Okay, so children's 成功 and 健康. 成長, growth, development. 健康, health. Oh, dang it. I should have recognized that one. We already have Kenko in there. Healthy, fit, sound. Seicho is also sounding familiar. Well, let's check. Let's check to see if it's in there, because that's easy enough to check. Seicho. Seicho. Yes, duplicates. Okay. So that one is in there as well. And I know Kenko is in there. So, children's growth and health. Okay. So it's a day to request, to wish for the health and growth of kids. Okay. 子供の日はもっともっと暗号の節句と言って、男の子の成長の願う行事でした。Okay? Some stuff I don't recognize in there already. So, 子供の日は. So, as for Children's Day, もっともっと, more and more. No, it's the other もっともっと from the start. Right. Did we actually add this? Because I remember this tripped me up the other day as well. もっともっと. We didn't add it. Okay, well, I should have. Originally, from the start, and it is a kana, typically kana, so bold that. By nature, what else I got? None the worse. Okay. None the worse. Same position. Okay. Is there a 3? No. Okay. Moto moto. Wow. But moto moto is the more and more. Moto moto is not. Okay, moto moto. So they're saying originally here. So as for Children's Day, originally, Tango no seku. Tango no seku. Oh, okay. Tango no seku. Boys' Day celebration. Oh no. Ugh. I know I'm tired, but I didn't think I was yawn tired. Hungul. Hungul is Boys' Day. Hungul. Okay. Which is no longer celebrated, I guess, because they're like, well, we shouldn't just do a Boys' Day. We should celebrate all the kids. So, Children's Day. He, she's, they's alike. Okay. Call ite. So called that. Which, they turned the boys. Thanks, pretentious. Welcome in. Tongue. God dang it. Tongue. No, yeah, it already knows what I'm gonna write here. Tango no seku. Okay. Boys' Day. What turned into Children's Day. Okay. Boys' Day. Add that in. Okay. 男の子の成長を願う. So, same thing as up here where we're talking about the growth of boys. 行事, 行事, 行事. G's like thing in this instance, right? So doing thing, activity, like what is event? Okay. Because this is like matter, thing, fact. Yup. And this is just our to go doing. Yeah. Okay. So event function. 行事でした. So it was an event to wish for the growth of young boys. It was called uh, Boys' Day originally. Okay. Okay. I don't know if we have Gyoji either. Let's check. Let's check. Maybe even more words. I'm excited for this. Uh, Gyoji? Yeah, Gyoji. Gyoji. This didn't sound familiar, but yeah, because it is new. Okay. Event function. Which that makes sense. We have our doing thing. Doing a thing. That's an event. That's a function. Yeah, makes sense. 今はすべての子供の幸せを願う日になりました。So, as for now, すべての子供の幸せ, right? Excuse me, let me take a sip of water. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat. Well, すべて, everything, all, the whole, completely. So, all the kids' happiness, right? 幸せ is happiness, good luck. So, it became a day to wish for the happiness of all the children. That makes sense. 子供の日にはすることがいくつかあります。Okay. Ikutsu is like the how many, right? Uh, ikutsu, yeah, how many? Adding ka on there becomes anytime you add ka to like a question thing, like nani ka, right? Nani what? Nani ka something. So this instead of being how many is just some several. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I've seen Ikutsuka before. Scott. Yup, we're gonna check. We might have another one on there. Okay. And that's the part of this that was a bit like, okay. Scott. Wow, okay. Uh so a few, some, several. Okay. Add that in. Uh so on Children's Day, there are several things they do. So we have suru to do, koto, which is a thing, but I think this is a nominalizing koto. So there are some things done essentially is what I'm getting from that, which I think is what these things here are. The three main things that they do is what I think these are talking about. But let's look. Let's work through it, right? Koi nobori o kazarimasu. Okay, so koi. Sorry. Koi nobori is the carp things. We've seen those a lot. In fact, they're what's in the picture up here. So koi nobori o kazarimasu. Kazarimasu is to adorn, to decorate. So they decorate with carp streamers. So 家の外に鯉のぼりを飾りました。飾ります。Okay, so the outside of the house is decorated with carp streamers. 鯉のぼりは鯉という魚の形の飾りです。So, as for the carp streamers, a fish called a carp's shaped adornment is what they are. So it is because kazari is a decoration, ornament, trimmings, sure, adornment. I think it's all safe to say there. Now, just because I read it and got it, I don't think I've seen this word before. But working from our kazaru to this wasn't a big jump. But let's see. Let's see if I've added this before or not. Kazari, kazari. I have not. Okay. Okay. Decoration, ornament. Now, I could see a situation where this would be fairly useful, because you know how sometimes you're given food and they put stuff on the plate to make it look pretty, but you're technically not supposed to eat it. You could ask if something is a decoration, right? Huh. 飾りがありますか? Like, is this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it is an adornment in the shape of a fish called a koi, or as they're called in the States. Let's see how far I have to go to get to it. There's a lot of things that mean koi. Oh, there it is. Carp. Koi wa 強くて元気に泳ぐ魚なので、子供が元気に育つことを願うという意味があります。Okay, the new hit show Koi are cake? No, no. All right. So they're saying, as for koi, they're strong, energetic swimming fish. Nano de. Well, because nano de is like, yeah, okay, because. So, because they are strong, energetic swimming fish, are fish that swim with a strong energy, I guess, or healthy, strong swimmers, right? 子供が元気に育つことを願う. We'll add in the meaning part down here in a sec. But 子供が元気に育つ, right? Children's healthy raising, right? 育つ, to be raised, to be brought up. ことを願う, so to wish for a healthy child rearing, essentially. Something along that line, right? という, so they're saying it's called this. What's being called all this? Well, 意味があります. So 意味があります is the meaning. So the meaning is that they want to have the kids be raised with good health and energy, like the fish. So because the fish has a lot of energy and health, they want the children to be raised that way as well. So it's a wish for that. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. 兜や五月人形, right? 五月人形. Ningyo. Isn't that like a doll? Yeah, okay, doll. O kazarimasu. So we're now adorning kabuto. Oh, kabuto. The helmet of a warrior. Really? It's always a helmet? Oh, here. Ah, really? Oh, right. What I always think of it as a bug, but it's not a bug, is it? Because the bug is named after this. Because it's kabutomushi, then, isn't it? Yeah. Did you mean to write it in katakana? No. Kabutomushi, because it's got the da-da-da, like the helmet. Duh. Okay. Okay. So, Gogatsu is our May. Ningyo. Boys May Festival dolls. Okay. So it's essentially May dolls. Uh, so helmets and May dolls adornment. Okay. I did not know this part about it, so this is all new. 男の子、男の子供がいる家では、家の中に兜、昔の人が戦いの時に頭をも守るためにかぶっていたもの。I mean, that is an explanation of what a helmet is, right? All right, let's work through this. Up to the ya here. So, excuse me, apologies for the cough there. Uh, boy children, houses where there are boy children, uh, in the inside of the house, kabuto, and then they describe what a kabuto is, which we just went through this journey. Mukashi no hito, folks from long ago, right? Ga tatakai no toki ni. So when they're in battle, right? Because tatakai was a war, a fight, battle, war, conflict. No toki ni atama being our head, right? Atama o mamoru to do protect, to guard, to protect, to defend. So what are we defending? Our head while in battle. Tame ni kabutte ta mono. So it's a thing, mono, that they wore on their head because I need that from the ka. Kaburu, to put on one's head. So kabuto, kaburu. I see a similarity in the words here, right? Okay. So it's a thing they wore on their heads for the sake of protecting their head while in battle. Who was that? Folks from long ago. That's fun. Okay. Uh, See, the nice thing about articles like this is you might learn a Japanese thing in Japanese, which that's nice, right? No English might come into play there if you didn't know what that was already. Anyways, starting from the ya here. Ya gogatsu ninkyo o kazarimasu. So they adorn the inside of the houses with helmets and dolls? Okay. これらは、so as for them, 子供を悪いことから守るための飾りです. So it is an adornment for the sake of protecting the kids from bad things, essentially. Okay, sure. I'm very curious about what these look like. Uh, oh, okay. It's quite literally a little doll. Look at that thing. Okay. Hey, is that like a Sentamaru one? He kind of looks like Sentamaru, but I don't. The character from One Piece. I don't know. Uh, oh wow, look at that. That is very intricate. Look at that. I love these things. These are cool. Okay. All right. Well, let's look at our last bit here. Uh, kashiwa mochi o tabimasu. So, mochi, pounded rice, kashiwa mochi. Kashiwa mochi. Rice cake wrapped in oak leaves? This must mean oak then. Yeah, oak cypress. Okay. Kashiwa oak. Look, you're sleeping in a futon folded in half. Okay, sure. Kashiwa mochi. Yeah, rice cake wrapped in oak leaves. So they eat a rice cake wrapped in oak leaves? I want to see this thing. Let's. Worth looking at a photo? Yeah, I want to see this. Okay. You don't eat the leaf. Oh, okay. I was going to say, we just out here eating leaves, but okay, you don't eat the leaf. Got it. Okay, look at that. That's got a big one on here. Here, I'm going to do this. Tools, size, medium. Let's get a nice medium picture here. Okay, you. Copy image, because this is a new thing right here. Kashiwa mochi. That's cool. Okay. Kashi. Oh. Kashiwa mochi. Okay. Apparently I didn't push the button. Okay. Kashiwa. There we go. Mochi. Mochi. It doesn't say typically written in kana. Okay. They did here, but they don't say kana here. Okay, so kashi wa mochi. Tab, enter. And then down here. And cool. Rice cake wrapped in oak leaves. I've been trying to do this more often where if it is a thing that is known in Japan, I've been trying to put like a photo of the thing. Okay. Newspapers have strict rules for. Oh, that's right. That's right. So I'm assuming that's not part of that list then. Kashiwa mochi wa okashi desu. Well, okay. So okashi, it's a sweet. It's a candy. So it is a candy. Mochi no naka ni anko. Nice. Uh, 甘く煮た豆を潰したもの. All right, let's work through that because I don't know all of those words. Obviously, amaku, skillfully, yeah, well, cleverly, successfully, smoothly, deliciously. Okay. Nita mame. Mame is bean. So uncle is the red bean paste stuff. But let's meet off. Oh, okay. So a sweetly boiled bean. Okay. Mame. Bean. Or tsubushita. Tsubushita. Smash, crushed, flashin'. Okay. Yeah, okay. Uh. Oh. Tsubus. Smash, crushed, tsubus. Do we have this? That sounds familiar, but I'm not. Okay. There's a lot of different ways of saying to boil as well. Feels like this. Let's see here. To this. Yes, okay. That's why it felt familiar, because we've already added it. So they're saying it is a sweetly boiled bean that's been smashed. So that's what this thing is. Uncle ga haitemasu. So they put it in. Put it into the middle of the mochi. Mochi no naka ni anko ga haitemasu. So they're putting anko into the middle of the mochi. 外には柏の葉を巻きます。So, maki can be to wrap, to envelope, yeah, to skirt, yeah. So you're putting it kind of around the thing. To wear a turban also, yeah, makes sense. So, kashiwa, oak, yeah, a specific daimyo oak, which that's, yeah, Japanese emperor oak, okay. Kashiwa no ha, leaf, o makimasu. So around the outside, they wrap a leaf. Kashiwa no ha wa atarashi ha ga deru made 落ちないので、家族が長く続くことを願うという意味があります。Huh. All right, let's work through that last sentence here. All right. 新しい葉. So, new leaf, Animal Crossing, 新しい葉, が出るまで落ちないので. So, 落ちない is hasn't fallen. Because 落ちる is to fall. So, 落ちない hasn't fallen. We have a まで, so it hasn't fallen yet. And 出る to leave, to exit, to go on. Yeah. To 新しい葉が出るまで落ちないので. So because it's a leaf that hasn't fallen yet, that they pluck a leaf off the tree, rinse it off, and then wrap it around it, I assume. Let's see. 家族が長く続くことを願う. So to wish for things to continue for a while, I guess. Make like a leaf and no, stop it. Negaku tsuzuku. So tsuzukus are to continue. Nagaku is longly, right? Longly. So they're wishing to longly continue? I guess. I guess what are they hoping for with this? I mean, because all of these are like health things, right? So this is for health. This is like for protection. So 家族が長く続くことを願うという意味があります。So, there is the meaning of what all this is. The という意味 is like that's what the meaning was. So the meaning is to wish for things to continue longly. How would I say this? You think it's how long the wish lasts? Oh, okay. So by wrapping it in a new leaf, and then it's like, okay, so as the leaf is new, that I like that. Okay, that makes more sense. I like that idea, pretentious, because otherwise, the point is, okay, those are pretty. I don't know why I'm scrolling here. Yeah, until the new leaf does its thing. Okay. So the reason is for the wish to continue. Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. Wow. All right, we got a couple of new things there. A lot more than I was expecting. A lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting a couple of new things from this article, but we got quite a bit from the actual NHK Newsweb EC article as well. Not totally confident. It makes sense. You know, here, let's do this. Let's grab this whole one and just throw it into Dipple to see if it agrees with us. Uh, we eat kashiwa mochi. Kashiwa mochi is a traditional dish consists of a glutinous rice cake filled with onko. It's wrapped in oak leaves. As long as these do not fall until new ones grow, this symbolizes the wish for it to endure for many generations. Because because it is kazoko ga nagaku tsuzuku, right? So for the family, because the family is what the ga is pointing at, even though it is Children's Day. Okay. Uh, 柏の葉は新しい葉が出るまで落ちないので。Yeah, they don't fall until the new leaves come out. Right. Yeah. So they're wishing for the family to continue. Okay, that makes sense. I think it got it right on this one. Okay. Well, that's neat. That's neat. Yeah. So it symbolizes the fact that this leaf doesn't die or like fall until this leaf comes out. So it's like the generations replacing themselves and the family continuing. I see the symbolism there. Okay. Well, we got a bunch of new words. We got to practice some grammar, and we got a new grammar point on the tennis article there. All in all, that was really good. I thought that was wonderful. Anyways, hopefully you got some new words, got some new grammar, or at least some review. At the very least, you got like 45 minutes of entertainment. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily Japanese study video. I'll see you then. Goodbye.